G'day everyone, the Aussie Traveler here, 29th of September, and let's have a little talk. What everyone's asking about is about visa agents. So yeah, let's have a look at that. Well, it's been a big week since we last spoke. Lots of information starting to come out of Indonesia at the moment. And a couple of shows ago, I did say that come October, the Indonesian government is going to start announcing some major tourism information. And this is game-changing stuff, and it's still going to come. I was speaking to someone in the office yesterday in Jakarta, and they said, we've got some great news coming in October. We're not sure if it's going to be in the beginning of October, the middle of October, or the end of October. I'm not sure, but the government of Indonesia is going to make some major announcements, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a little bit of whisper on what it's going to be, but I dare say for the tourist industry into Indonesia next month, we're going to have some awesome opportunities. Lots of information going on the social medias, so you can always go on and have a look at what we're saying, and just double check on everything that we're saying. Seriously, if it really hasn't been released through the government, I really can't say a lot about it. But I can say with confidence that, October, there's going to be some really awesome information coming out. And they promise me that they're not going to back down this time. They're really going to start making some headway on some information. Very quickly, the governments over there are experimenting with some of their protocols and their procedures that's going to happen for tourists coming into Indonesia. And one of the biggies that they've mentioned is the QR code entry system. So you'll download an app. It'll be a QR code reader, if you like. You'll go to a restaurant or a bar or even the beach, and you'll clock or log in with your little QR camera on your phone, and it will record where you are, what time, and all that sort of information that they need. If something happens in that area that you're in, like a positive COVID test happens, well, they can contact you and say, look, right in your area at this time there was a positive person. Please go and get tested. And that's a great idea. We're kind of doing that here in Australia already, and have been doing it for a while, to enter restaurants and shopping malls and all that sort of thing. So it looks like they're experimenting with that there in Indonesia. This is a great system. You're going to have to get used to it, because it's probably just going to be one of those, norms, if you like, to enter into Indonesia. Look, you're going to have to get used to it if you want to enter Indonesia and have, your tourist time. Okay, the next thing that you're going to have to do, and this is a requirement to enter Indonesia at the moment with this offshore business visa, single entry visas, you are going to have to upload your vaccine jab information to their website. So they've got a copy of your vaccination, and you'll be able to show anyone that asks you, have you been vaccinated? Yes, I have. Here you go, have a look. And they can say, well, come on in, take a seat in our restaurant. That may be a requirement, and they are experimenting with that, but it will be and is a requirement to enter into Indonesia with your online visa applications. But are they going to use it out in the field? Well, yes, they may do. So when you arrive at a restaurant, you'll go in with your QR testing thing, and they may ask you, have you got vaccinated? Well, you can say, yes, I have, and show them. And they'll say, come on in. And then you'll say, I'll have a bing tang, thanks. Problem solved. You'll be treated nicely. So, yeah. Again, it's just one of those things you're going to have to learn to live with if you want to holiday into Indonesia. How long that will last for? Look, don't know. Are they going to make it 100% compulsory? Look, don't know at this stage, but they are experimenting with it right now. But it will be a requirement to enter, or is a requirement to enter into Indonesia at the moment, because it's part of your application process. But whether you get to use that out in the field, well, they are experimenting with it. So just be prepared. You may have to carry that with you on your phone. It will be an app, I suppose. I need a haircut. Okay, lots of people have been asking me about agents. And yes, I'm sorry, there is some dodgy agents out there and they will take your money. So be careful. I've been using this one agent for the last, 5 years or so. I have tried to upload, applications on the online system, and have I failed? Well, yes, I have. And to be honest, I give the online application system exactly the same information that I give the agent, but yet I get failed when I do it on the online application system. So I give it to my agent, exactly the same information, and they get it through for some reason or other. I don't know how it works, but anyway, they seem to do it. Makes it easier. And now I just use them. And this one firm I've been using on and off now for 5 years. I kind of trust them. I've put some of my personal friends onto them. They use these people, and they've had success. It's an easy system to use. They'll tell you what requirements they need from you, what documents, what paperwork. You send it to them. They process it within that time period that it takes them to do it. You get everything approved. I kind of like it. If you're interested, I'm not affiliated with these guys, and they don't give me any money in any way, but I do trust them. And I will put a link below. If you do have any questions and you want to ask them something, just go onto their little WhatsApp link that I'll give you, and even their name. I won't mention it, but I will put it in the system at the bottom here, and you can click on it and have a look when you're done, and have a talk to them. Make your own decision whether you can trust them or not. But I do, and some of my personal friends do, and even my family use these guys, and we haven't had a problem with them. So, but I am sorry, there is some dodgy agents out there, and some very close friends of mine have been taken for a ride. So please be careful. So that's my little tip on an agent. It's the agency that I use, have done for a while. They do look after me quite well. Have a talk to them. You can even mention the Aussie Traveler. Don't know if that'll do anything for you, but say it anyway. They might give you some extra little bit of care. Don't know. Or they might say, thanks for watching the show. And hopefully soon we're going to have some really good news come October. Appreciate your time.